What's up, Wolfpack? My name is Bri. I'm a junior here at NC State, majoring in communication with a minor in arts, entrepreneurship, and journalism. And today, I'm interviewing Caleb to talk about his experience as a new student. What's up, Caleb?
Hi, what's up?
How are you doing?
Good, how are you?
Doing well. Are you ready to start walking?
I am, yeah.
All right, let's go then. All right, Caleb, so where are we walking to today?
We are going to Price Music Center.
Awesome. And what are we doing today at Price Music Center?
I'm performing at Packapalooza with the marching band.
Very cool, very cool. Caleb, what's your major?
I'm majoring in Spanish education.
Okay,
With
awesome.
world language education with a concentration in Spanish.
Very cool.
It's a
And why
formal
did you
name.
pick your major?
So I've kind of always been interested in language, before I even realized that I was, and I've been learning Spanish for a really long time. And I also really like teaching other people what I get to learn so that they can learn it for themselves. And I was just like, this kind of is a perfect major for me because it's something I'm interested in, and I get to be licensed in teaching and
Yeah, that's super
education.
awesome. Very cool. And
Yeah.
if you could pick any job in the world, dream job, what would it look like?
My dream job is to teach ESL actually, and I want to teach it in other countries. That's my dream job.
Oh, awesome. That's really awesome. All right. And where's your hometown? Where are you from?
I'm from Jacksonville, North Carolina.
Okay.
Well, I was born and raised in Florida, but then we moved to Jacksonville when I was wait, which way are we going here?
Let's go this way. Figure it out.
I wasn't paying attention.
No, you're so good. I'm just walking and talking.
Yeah. So then when I was in middle school, we moved to Jacksonville, North Carolina,
Okay.
and I've been there ever since.
Very cool. Gotcha. And what made you pick NC State?
I picked NC State. One of my main reasons was that they're the amount of versatility and majors that they provided was really good, and there's so many even me not being a STEM major, there's so many options for me to choose from, and they're really known for their education.
Yeah.
And the other reason is the school spirit here is really good.
Yes. Oh,
it's
yeah.
so strong.
We got that Pack pride. For sure. That's
Go
awesome.
Pack.
Do you have any goals for your first year here at State?
I'd say that my goals this year are really to just get into some good education habits.
For sure.
Because I don't want to get burnt out within the first semester.
Yeah, absolutely.
So getting rid of that procrastination, getting up on time in the morning, just things I used to struggle with, basically.
That's so real, and sometimes that doesn't go away. I don't blame you.
Right.
All right. So totally out of the blue, but what's a random talent or fun fact you have about yourself?
Let me think about this. I'll say, because I do music and stuff, but a lot of people don't know that I can sing and that I did choir and I did theater and stuff like that. I'd say that's a pretty niche fact.
That is something we bonded over with.
That is true.
Where we met. So tell them about where we met, Caleb.
So we met. Bri is my section leader in the marching band, and so that's how we met. And I met her through the band, but then we bonded over the fact that we both do theater and that we're just both really into music stuff. And
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
So I first had an interaction with Caleb from our band camp that we had this past season. So band camp is basically a version of athletic training pre-season.
Yeah, definitely training.
No, for sure. We'll go this way. And so that's how we get our practice before the season starts and get things on our feet, like our pregame show that you see at the football games and the start of our main halftime shows. So yeah, it was really cool getting to know Caleb, especially and along with the other members that we have coming in too. And Caleb, how long have you been playing the clarinet?
I started playing clarinet in middle school, so 6th grade. I really wanted to play saxophone, but they did not let me. But I like clarinet now, and I grew to love it, and I've been playing it ever since then.
Hey, reed instruments on top, always,
right?
So
right.
I don't blame you. Gotcha. Very cool. And how was your first band camp at NC State?
It was a lot of fun. It was definitely I knew how long it was going to be, but I didn't know how long that was going to be. If you know what I mean. But
yeah.
But it was really fun. I really enjoyed it.
That's cool.
And I like the community that we made with it.
Yes, our cute little clarinet section, all our buddies. What was your favorite part of band camp?
I did say once we put pregame on the field, I know that's the end of the week, but once we put the pregame on the field, that really kind of tied it all together.
Gotcha.
I think that was really fun.
Yeah, that's super cool. I think for me, it would be the day that everybody got together. I think once the returning members came back and we had the entire section, knowing just what our season was going to look like and the people we had, I think that was awesome. That was probably my favorite part. Oh, what was the biggest challenge you faced at band camp?
I'd say, this is kind of going to sound like a joke, but having enough water to drink, because we're out there for so long, and I did not bring a big enough water bottle. This is what I used every day.
Absolutely.
And
I totally understand that.
I think I'm still dehydrated. But so on a more serious note, just like, I don't know, I've done marching band before, so I know it can be tiring, but just like keeping that positive mindset through the whole day and being like, I know I have 7 days left to go of this, but like it's gonna be fun and we're gonna have a good time.
Yeah.
Just powering through.
Yeah, it's just as much mental as it is physical.
Yeah.
So, for sure. Perfect. All right. Well, getting on to your experience as a student, not just as a member of the marching band, how was your first week of classes?
It was really cool to, like, I don't know, just being here. I know it's a really long walk, I will say, to some of the classes, but it's just cool being like somewhere where it's so like diverse. There's new people in each class, and it's just like, it's just a really different and really cool experience.
Yeah, that's really awesome. And what would you say is the most interesting class you have so far?
One of my GPs that I'm taking right now is forensic anthropology.
Ooh,
and that's already really like interesting.
Really cool.
Yeah.
That sounds awesome. Okay, so continuing the topic of classes, do you prefer, and you might have touched on this a little earlier with like getting up early in the morning, do you prefer morning, afternoon, or evening classes?
Afternoon for sure. Afternoon. Evening I wouldn't be opposed to, but I don't know if I would do an evening class. Maybe if I had to, but morning definitely not. I'm not a morning person.
I do not blame you at all.
I can never get myself up on time, even when it's in the afternoon. So I'd rather it be in the afternoon.
No, for sure. I think I would say the same thing in terms of like morning versus afternoon and evening. Like I think afternoon is like the sweet spot because morning you can argue that like you have more time in your day after your classes are done.
Right, but if you wake up early, if you happen to wake up early enough, that's that morning you get to yourself.
Exactly.
To do whatever.
You can space it out. It's good for, just your personal schedule.
Right.
But I'm also not a morning person.
Yeah, I'm not at all.
By any stretch of the imagination. So, yeah. Let's just say Caleb and I got a lot of coffee during band camp.
Yes, that's true. That's kind of the first times we talked. Like, Myers was going to get Starbucks.
Yeah, we're like, hey, what'd you order?
Right.
And the rest is history. Gotcha. Okay. Well, after a long day of classes, how do you relax at the end of the day?
I'd say recently I've been like going to find like after my class I would just go try to find somewhere quiet, kind of like exploring right now, like different places around campus that like you could just sit and study or whatever. And I've been kind of doing that.
Yeah. Well, have you found like a go-to study spot on campus yet?
I would say if you need to study and you like it really quiet, the top floors of the Hill Library I found the other day, and it's silent up there. That's
which is really
so
nice.
Yeah, and I ended up spending a lot of time in there and got my homework done and stuff. So
that's good.
I think so far that's my favorite, but I'm still trying things out.
You still gotta scope everything out. That's totally totally okay. Gotcha. And how do you try to stay organized with all your assignments?
I'd say the way I do it is not like super over the top. I literally just use the reminders on my phone, and I have like a list. They're tagged like by class, and stuff like that. I kind of like figured out. Actually, my friend like helped me figure that out. Just like, oh, you can just do it like this, and it's like an assignment tracker, but it's not like super complicated.
Oh, gotcha.
Or anything.
Yeah, that's nice. Do you have a favorite dining hall yet? And if so, which one?
I haven't been to many of the. I think I've actually only been to Fountain. So and it is good, I will say. So far that's my favorite, but I can't really give a definite answer because I've not been to the other
Now
ones.
I know from band camp that you've had your fair share of like Tally.
Yeah, Tally. Yeah. Tally's got a lot to offer.
Yeah. What would you say is your favorite out of the spots in Tally?
That's interesting. They're all good. I think Tuffy's, honestly.
Really? Yeah.
I really like Tuffy's.
Yeah. That complain about Tuffy's.
I kept finding myself going back further. The fries aren't even that good, and I still kept eating them. So they got to be. Hey, they're doing something to me.
Yeah, they're doing something. Okay. Well, in the same topic of food, have you had 𝐒𝐭𝐚𝐭 yet? And if so, what's your favorite flavor?
I have. So far, my favorite flavor is cookie dough, like chocolate chip cookie dough. Yeah. But I think I've tried other ones too.
Good
I'm not sure. It's so good though. 𝐿𝐿𝐴.
Yeah.
Definitely recommend.
𝐿𝐿𝐴 is awesome. And see, my favorite flavor, kind of unpopular opinion, it's cherry vanilla.
Ooh.
Have you ever had like a Chick-fil-A milkshake and when you get towards the bottom when like the cherry like sunk in and then melted and makes it all.
Is that what it tastes like?
It kind of tastes like that.
Ooh.
So
I'll have to try that. Yeah.
But yeah, I'm also a big Wolfpack girl. But how could you not be? You go to NC State.
Right.
Yeah, another really good option. Awesome. Well, how was moving? Do you like living on campus?
Yeah, actually, I like it a lot more than I thought I would. Yeah. I'm gonna say, because I was like, I don't know how I'm gonna feel living in a dorm, moving with a roommate and all that. But it's actually not bad at all. And it's like, the move-in process was not that bad. I moved in early, so I didn't meet my roommate till a few days later.
Yeah.
So I mean, it was nice to have the room to myself. But I really like my roommate, so it's all good. And yeah, it's a different experience for sure, but it wasn't that hard to get adjusted to for me.
That's
so.
good. What would you say the most important thing you brought to campus was?
I think functionality-wise, probably my mattress topper because
Yeah.
my bed is so comfy, and I also didn't expect that.
That's good.
So
I mean, I bet that can be a blessing and a curse because
Yeah.
you don't want to get out of your bed for classes.
right, exactly.
Awesome, very cool. Well, as we are approaching your destination, what do you know about Packapalooza?
I'm gonna be honest, pretty much nothing. I just knew I was gonna be there and perform, but also that I was gonna go to it after too because it seems like a lot of fun.
It does.
But I don't really know anything that's gonna happen here, so it's gonna be a surprise.
There's a lot to see. Do you have any idea of what you're most excited to see there?
I've heard about the music, not like our music, but like the live
Yeah.
music, and that sounds really cool.
Yes, that's going to be really exciting and really fun.
Yeah.
Here we are, Price Music Center.
Price Music Center.
Yay!
Today's our first uniform performance.
Yes, first uniform, so might be hot, might be sweaty, but we're gonna
Right,
have so
right.
much fun. Very cool. All right. Well,
Okay.
awesome. Caleb, thank you so much for walking with me today.
Yeah, of
I'm really
course.
excited to get some clips of you performing later.
Yeah.
See ya.
See ya.
Bye guys, thank you so much for watching and go Pack!